Don't bring me out no bottles, purple soda with all the ride.
Yeah, what's good, gang? I wanted to make a quick little vid uh, about my DDG situation, man. I could have been made a vid on this, but I was just into some other things, man. And this is actually a situation that goes on a lot, so it's no wrong time to really speak on it. You really ain't gotta catch it in the heart. You know how certain things happen in the industry on social media. Speak on it right then, it'd be more relevant. But yeah, man, about fatherhood, man. Especially when you a young father. Shit, even if you're a middle age or older father, man. It's just a small message that I wanted to pass on. Something that my grandfather always told me. No matter what, as a father, always remember you can always start another family, you can always have more kids. I know that sounds a little harsh, you feel me? But I'm not saying it, I'm not saying it like that to be harsh, but this is the thing we have to understand, right? As fathers. And we gotta be truthful with ourselves. A lot of us we're not planning to have kids on purpose. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you go over, no matter how much you kick it, no matter how much you lay up your initial, you probably was okay with it. You probably accepted it, but that wasn't your initial plan. Like we wasn't our best disciplined selves when it came to these type situations. So basically what I'm trying to say is this. You know, being a father myself, I never thought that I wouldn't live with my kids. You get what I'm saying? And hey, sorry about the light. No, I don't mean to cut it off, but sorry about the lighting. It's just long night, early mornings, man. But yeah. So I never meant to ever live outside of my kids. You get what I'm saying? So it's like this, man. Never stop elevating. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to you know, having kids, having a BM, if you're a good dad, no one's perfect, no human being is perfect. In this society, it's like if the man and the woman breaks up without going to court, you know what I mean? We automatically know that the kids go with their mom. That don't mean we don't love the kids like the mom love the kids. You get what I'm saying? But the way society set up, that's just what it is. So I feel like as a man, you do have to numb yourself a little bit to be outside dad. I know I had to, you know what I'm saying? Because like waking up without your kids when you're that type of father, like when you're the type of father who like to nurture just as much as a mom does, you know, the type of security that a dad want for his kids, waking up and your kids somewhere else, you don't necessarily know exactly how okay things are. It might mess with you. You feel me? So you have to numb yourself a little bit. But this is what I want to say. A lot of women pretend as if you know. I don't know how to explain it, gang. Like some women act like the man snuck the baby in them. You get what I'm saying? And again, this is not like a gender bashing type situation or one of these situations where I'm trying to go against women or anything like that. I'm just speaking on something that a lot of men go through. You feel what I'm saying? Especially a lot of melanated men for whatever reason. But yeah, man. They act almost if they didn't play a part in it, and it's like some women will try to control you and your happiness with the kid. And what I want you guys to understand is you can't let that happen, man. Never put your peace aside for no one. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you live with your family, you live with your kids, and that's a different story. But if you're a dad and you share a kid with somebody that you're not with, understand you have to be a little selfish. Never, never substitute your happiness to make someone else feel like, like to make someone else approve of who you are. Because before you were separated, everything that you did was okay. You know, and just with their situation, the way that the industry tried to make them look, society tried to make them look. I mean, whatever. How she tried to make them look. I love how the streamer community stuck behind him. It kind of showed like he's not the person that she was trying to portray. So what I want you to take from that situation is like when that situation happened, man. Like yeah, he was ready to be put in a slump for real, but streaming university came along. That I think that boosted him up. You know what I'm saying? I think that kind of helped his morale stay high. After that, streamers prom. He showed up with India Love. You look at him, he's still on a tour. And what I mean by tour is like he's still on a great path. Like he's full throttle. He's always streaming. He still you can look at him and tell he still have that glow about himself. Uh, it's a glow that a lot of women too, but a lot of men lose. Definitely a lot of women. A lot of people, we lose our glow. You know how you look at somebody and you can tell they're naturally like happy, they just naturally okay. Not saying they're not going through anything, not saying that they're not dealing with hard times, but it's not getting the best of them. They still have that innocence about them. You get what I'm saying? It don't look like they soul broken. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you can look at a person and look at their skin and just look at their demeanor, and they soul broken. You feel what I'm saying? So like just to see him still go up, still on the rise, still doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, still being the DDG that he always been, then to see him bag something like a Indie You Love, you feel me? It's not necessarily about how she look and all that or her popularity. What I'm saying is understand, man, like when you go through this, you don't stop. If a woman love her kid like she say she loves her kid and don't understand the best present that you can give your kid, the best gift that you can give your kid is their father, especially if their father is someone that's keeping things above water. You feel what I'm saying? If he ain't some guy who can't stay out the streets, if he's not a type dude that's out here bringing harm to other people, and you fear that something might happen to him, I kind of understand that. You get what I'm saying? But if you have a decent father, I don't care if you work at McDonald's, pay bills, go home, chill, and repeat the same process. If you know you have if you know your kids have a father that love them, that get up every day and go to work and do what he need to do as a person to keep that kid away from their father, you don't love your kid like you think you do. Especially when you just doing it to try to control or try to make somebody feel away. So I just want all you new fathers, young fathers, or just fathers that been going through it, and instead of putting yourself first and you know, elevating to the best you that you could be, you decided to deal with this back and forth with your kid's mom and yada yada yada. I just want you to understand. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even stress about it. If that's what they want to do, let them do that. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, like my grandfather told me, you can always have more kids. That's not a disrespect or a shot to kids or saying, forget them kids, go make some new. But what I'm saying is this: the best thing you can do for your kid, whether you with them or not, and it's not your choice, is be the most amazing you can be. Because the thing is, what a lot of women don't understand is children are always gonna circle back. Children always gonna circle back, even if it take years. You know what I'm saying? Time always heal, and time always uncovers the truth. You get what I'm saying? So when your kids do have the opportunity to choose you, or you do end up in a situation where you can have your kids how you like, at least be the most be the most exceptional you that you could be at that time. So when they do circle back around, they can see like, like, you nothing what they said you was. It didn't go how they said it went. Because what women have to understand, you done said all that you could say, and you have done all that you can do. And when it's that kid opportunity and that kid chance to pass judgment on their father themselves, that's all that's gonna matter. You get what I'm saying? So never slow down, man. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you with your kid's mom, I mean you with the kid, you shouldn't slow down anyway. You get what I'm saying? So actually, a woman only doing what she's supposed to do. I mean, she could let them, rock with you a little bit more. But what I'm saying, as a man, your goal is to provide anyway. So why would you slow down? You get what I'm saying? Just because you break up with somebody and they want to try to use the kids to manipulate you. You feel me? Because what I don't understand about a lot of women is a woman will keep their kid away from their father for multiple reasons. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just don't feel right with not having them as much, or I don't feel safe with them, whatever the case might be. You know what I mean? But they would find emotions for another man, which is a stranger to the kid, then allow that man to have 100% access to the kid. You feel me? If you don't feel like you can let your kid be with their dad most of the time, then you shouldn't feel like no man should be around your kid most of the time. You feel what I'm saying? Even with having male figures in their life that's related to you. What you gotta understand about people is your kid might come to a point in life where it's something they don't understand about themselves. They might be failing at something. They might be dealing with something in life and is overcoming, you know what I'm saying? They can't overcome it. And they don't understand why. And it might be something that their father could explain better. You feel me? So, like I said, man, I was just making this video because I want you to look at DD, come on, DDG situation. It's been a long night, man. Look at DDG situation and just look how he kept pushing forward. You get what I'm saying? Now he got the chick, still got the popularity. He's still on his grind. It's not about popularity, but you get what I'm saying. Like he's still him. Because the thing is this, like I said, when this first popped off with the situation about him and her in the car when she was trying to put the baby in the car, she tried to paint a picture of DDG no one knew. And what I liked was how his streaming comrades stood up for him. Because you done heard a lot of them say, bro, when the cameras cut off, DDG a totally different person. You know what I mean? Like he gets quiet. Like he's the guy in the corner you don't even know in the room. You get what I'm saying? But he's different when he's on camera. You know what I'm saying? He's a different DDG that we see. And it's the same thing with her. Like, she's a Disney kid. She played Little Mermaid. She looks so sweet and so innocent. And I'm not saying she's not. But what I'm saying is that's the image that we get on camera. We don't know who she is behind this camera. You get what I'm saying? We don't know. And I ain't trying to say she's a bad person at all. But what I'm saying is we don't know if she's a little toxic. We don't know if she's a little controlling. We don't know if she's a little jealous. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Uh, we don't know if she like to manipulate. You know what I'm saying? We just know what we see on camera. And it's some people that have came out and and they kind of said like, yeah, she kind of like you got to study her. You feel me? And then that makes sense because I'm not gonna sit here and just blame women because like I said, this isn't a vid about women. It's about being a young parent, a male parent, or just a new male parent, or just a male parent that been dealing with the same BS for the longest. My grandmother always told me, you choose the woman that reflects you the best. So because we don't see that shy, innocent, quiet DDG, the image that we know of her, if that's who he is behind closed doors, he was attracted to that image. You get what I'm saying? He was attracted to that innocent image that they push. Now think about this. Because we might not know who she is behind closed doors, the DDG that we get on camera, on YouTube, on Twitch, on the different platforms, on the internet, period. That DDG might be the DDG that attracted the real her. You feel me? And they're a mirror of each other, and that's why things go like it goes. Then you gotta think about it, like it also could be battle of not pride but egos. Cause he's DDG, he been doing this thing, and she's the Little Mermaid. You know what I mean? She under who she's under, who her mentor is, and things of that nature. So it kind of hit her pride. You out here having all the fun in the world, but I'm a new mom. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you out here, you just doing your thing. You end up with a India. You know what I mean? And it's like, you feel me? I'm gonna make you feel it. You get what I'm saying? You know how it be, man. You could be a regular dude, and you might have a nice little baddie. You know what I'm saying? A nice little ball. You might post on IG, on Facebook or something. You'll be in watching when you don't even think they watching. Vice versa. A lot of you women could have a baby dad out here really ain't. He's cool, you know what I mean, but he could be doing way more. And you might post a picture on social media with somebody who might look like they that guy. You don't want your baby daddy to be watching from. You know what I'm saying? And pride getting in the way, egos getting in the way, man. But like I said, I want y'all to take from this, and I just want you to keep pushing, man. As a dude, women don't listen. 90% to 95% of women that you once was rocking with don't want to see you do better. That is a fact. Especially if they have kids by you. If they got kids by you and it don't work with them, then they look up and all of a sudden, like you just man on top of the world, they don't like seeing that. So it's definitely your responsibility to just be the most amazing and the most incredible you. So when your time do come around, you have a lot to offer as a father. But whatever you can't control, don't stress yourself. Don't put yourself in a position where you lose yourself and you make people see, you allow people to see the image that somebody else try to portray. You know what I'm saying? Protect your peace, protect your respect, and just protect your space at all times. You get what I'm saying? You know, if you're just a guy who just want kids so bad, just want a family so bad, man, just choose wisely, keep looking, because you can do that. You feel me? But once again, man, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, hit that like button, share a comment if you want, follow your boy. All peace, all blessings, all praise to you.